afternoon, Summa Scholars. Here we are again with a very, very short page. We have one sentence today. And I'm thinking of J.R.R. Tolkien when he's talked about first writing The Hobbit, that he came to the end of a page grading papers during the summer, which he said could be a boring task. And he comes to a page and there's nothing on it. And he says, glorious, glorious. And I wrote there, in a hole in the ground lived a hobbit. I don't know why. Something like that today, except I probably will not write the first line of an epic novel today. But let's just finish this and have a sweet short day. Sometimes the Lord graces us that way. Oh, you might notice I'm out in my element. I have a roommate who's sleeping, so I didn't want to do it in the room next to him. Let's go for it, guys. Also, just so you know, part of the what I wanted to do with the Daily Summa is travel. So some of these shows will be taking place, I'm hoping, next to a lake, perhaps in Yellowstone Park. Who knows where? National parks, state parks, other friends' houses, with groups of people, alone. But today, it's in the element. And there'll probably be a few in the element because I'll be on the road and I'll just do a show. That's why I paused on the Daily Summa to be able to figure out all my telephone and phone stuff, because as some of you may know or may not, I for many years have not had a phone number. I went off and lived in the woods for a while as a hermit and did other things and didn't need a phone number. So I had to go take care of that so that I could travel around and do this show in my element. So let's do it, guys. We're in reply to objection 3 from Article 3 of question 24 of the Book of Life in Thomas Aquinas' Summa Theologiae. The objection was, further blotting out is on the contrary to inscription, but nobody can be written a second time in the Book of Life. Neither, therefore, can he be blotted out. Thomas says the way in which one is said to be blotted out of the Book of Life is that in which one is said to be written therein anew, either in the opinion of men. Remember, I said we toggle back and forth between divine and human perspective. Either in the opinion of men, or because he begins again to have relation towards eternal life through grace. He goes to confession, he is forgiven of his mortal sin, and he returns back to the life of grace, which also is included in the knowledge of God, although not anew. Thomas is basically trying to say something we probably all know and intuit, and that is God is not going back and forth in his eternal knowledge. God knows exactly the prescribed and the not prescribed, but from our perspective, and also from the sense that a person is once moving towards life and then leaves and then comes back. In that sense, he is blotted out in the Book of Life, but he is not blotted out and returned anew in God's mind, as if he didn't know this was going to happen, or as if God's eternal mind is going back and forth in some way. He is immutable and completely simple and changes not. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of today's show. So, as always, remember, this is straw. This is all but straw, and is supposed to make us pause in the day and meditate and think about the things of God. And then pray. Go, do thou likewise.